Hello there and welcome to Slay the Spire. We're gonna do Ascension level 3 with the Ironclad, and let's embark on this epic journey and say hello to Mr. Whalefish. And let's choose our starting benefit. Removing a card from your deck is solid. Can't go wrong with that. But I think I'm gonna go for the enemies in my next 3 combats have 1 HP thing. Transforming 2 cards is a little bit too random for my taste, and having 3 fights for free is really good. I really like that. So this means I could go this way. Would this be good? It is in its own way. Let's do that. I have a plan. I will elaborate the plan along the way. So let's kill off this guy real quick. And there's Combust again. I don't want to Combust this game. Flex. There's never anything wrong with a single Flex spell in your deck. That's my opinion. You kill off these 1 HP guys with a lot more style. Jokes aside, the spell's good. Uppercut is also a very good spell, but what's a lot better is AoE, so I always feel like I can't play any build without AoE. So I think I'm gonna go for this, because I only need to do 1 fight with this curse before I hit a shot, and this fight will be a really short one. So what do we get? Blood Vial. Great. This is, as a matter of fact, a 100 HP healing potion, roughly, at this point. Because we will climb around 50 floors, and every floor... Oh no, it's at the start of each combat. No, I lied to you guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to lie. No. But it's still very, very powerful to have all the heal. Okay, so let's think about strategies here. I do have Cleave and Flex at this point. I could have another I could have pick up another Cleave here. Could pick up another Cleave. I don't want to. I don't feel like Cleave is valuable enough. At least not 2 of them. Headbutt. I like Headbutt. Let's go for that. Because Headbutt enables me to pick up stuff a second time when I really need it, while doing damage. It's a combination I really like. So I need to get rid of this spell. Basically this thingy cost 75 gold. Metallicize. Well, is there ever anything wrong with this Metallicize? I don't think so. Good all-around spell. Good, let's go into this fight. The Gremlin Knob. So I'm really happy that I have Flex available, because I was able to hurt him a lot more here. And I feel like this is a very good fight to put in the Essence of Steel, because his Enrage gives him more power whenever I play a skill. So cards like Metallicize or Plated Armor are especially powerful because you get block without using a skill. All other things here, block is defend is a skill. All this stuff only makes him stronger, and that's really annoying. Because the best strategy is to bring down this guy as quick as possible, so he doesn't deal as much damage. So I think Flex, Bash, and Cleave should be enough to kill him off. Yes. Good. And I got an anchor for that. Starting out with 10 block at the beginning of the fight is great. And there's a Battle Trance. I do like this run alright. Battle Trance is a very useful spell. I always am happy when I run into it. So, what's it gonna be? I feel like I want to do another boss fight here, because the Gremlin Knob is actually one of the bigger and more dangerous fights. And this went really smooth, so I feel like upgrading Flex is a good thing to do. Yeah, I expected that. So let's Metallicize, Cleave, Headbutt. Because this way I will get the Headbutt again next turn. That's really great. So I didn't need to block anything due to the anchor, giving me 10 block. So next turn is a little bit more annoying. I'm facing 20 damage here, but luckily I have Flex at my disposal. And I'm gonna go Battle Trance. I have a lot of attack spells. Yeesh. So I can finish off one of these customers here, and I'm gonna go with something like that. So I'm gonna take 12 damage, yes, but this is okay. So let's bash down one of these guys while they're not doing any damage at all. I feel like this is a solid strategy to bring down the middle one, and now both attack me, sure, but I can finish off one of those easily, and actually with the cleave I could eliminate them both without taking any damage more. That was well played, I'd say. So, Offering. Very tempted. This is a very strong spell. I mean, losing 6 HP is, sounds bad, sure, but you get a lot out of that. Yes, I'm gonna take it. Because I always already heal 6 damage per fight, so I can use it once for free. And there's a Red Skull. Gives me additional strength when my hit points are below 50%. I'm gonna rest a bit. I don't want to go for another elite fight at this point. I could play another Entrench, and they are throwing tons of Metallicized spells after me. That's interesting. Doesn't happen that often. Okay, at this point I want to get rid of, well, a Strike. A Strike is a bad spell in general. Do I want to have the Entrench? No. Because I feel like Entrench only gets really useful when you either reduce the cost of your blocking skills or run Barricade. Beforehand, it's, well, I don't like it too much. I don't feel like I use it as much as I want to use it when I run it. So there we have it. I'm gonna use Offering here. So I'm taking 6 damage, but I have a lot of energy at my disposal here. Drawing a lot of cards with the Battle Trance afterwards, dropping down the Battle Trance, and knifing this guy away while having all this gold. So the thing about Offering is, yes, I lose 6 HP, but it speeds up my killing in a manner that it's really worth doing so, because it prevents the enemy from doing damage to me as well. I'm really tempted about the Reckless Charge here. I always like cost-free attacks. Yes, let's do it. Cost-free attacks are great. Offering, bringing it up to 5 cards. I don't want to have that, to be quite honest. Reckless Charge sounds quite nice. Metallicize or Battle Trance. I'm gonna go for Battle Trance. I don't want to upgrade the what's it called? The Offering, because 5 cards start to become too much. Oh, it's the Dead Adventurer, so that's fun. I mean, that's kind of like an elite fight, because I could provoke an elite fight, but I will always get a rally. So I feel like we're in a good spot here. I'm absolutely positive that I can finish these guys without taking too much damage myself. So I have 10 block already due to the anchor, that's great, and I want to try if repeating the strategy from the last time is actually worth doing. So I get another flex, I want to pick it up with a headbutt, I'm gonna defend a little, and it's basically the same, the same procedure as the last time. Bump in a flex, kill off one guy. Perfect. I'd say we're up and running. I'm not gonna drop Offering here, because I'm actually expecting that I don't take any damage at all anymore out of this fight. So that's the point where I feel like I don't want to use the Offering anymore. because there it would be overkill. Let's pick up the flex next turn. And hammer in as much damage as I can. There we go. So at the end of the day, I lost 6 HP to these guys. It's quite awesome. And this artifact is also quite awesome. It combines very, very well with the Metallicize. So what do we get here? I have Inflame, Cleave, and True Grit. Played around a lot with True Grit, but somehow this spell doesn't appease me too much as long as it's not upgraded. So I'm gonna go for Inflame, because increasing my strength always feels like a good thing to do. And I'm gonna upgrade the Metallicize here, because why not? It's 4 block instead of 3. It's a lot stronger, isn't it? So we're facing the Guardian here. Let's go Battle Trance. Headbutt for picking up Battle Trance next turn again. I feel like this combo is really strong. You should try it out if you haven't already. But I think most of the people watching these videos might be actually playing better than me. At least I hope that you guys are doing better than me, because I feel like I die way too much and do too many stupid mistakes here along the way. So let's go for that. Enough of the talks. This guy actually is in this form he spikes back damage, and when he does the 16 damage move here, he wants to transform back, so I want to go for the Offering here. Offering is also a very, very powerful spell for boss fights. Always. So, yeah, nothing too special here. Just pump in as much damage as I can. Being a little bit reckless here, but I want to bring him down to as little HP as possible, because the mode shift gets more and more expensive every time he does it. So now it's 40, the first time it was 30, and this guy is actually way more dangerous in this form than in the curled up form. To put the long story short here, as short as possible that is. Okay, so I punched him down into the form where he doesn't hurt me anymore. And here we are again. I'm gonna pick up the flex again, because I really like to have the flex. And here, the Orichalcum and Metallicize synergize so well that I have 10 block every turn, for free. And I really do like it. So, I want to have this combo. I can afford to take another 16 or 6 damage at this point. It's really lovely to have this amount of flat block without having to worry about it. So let's flex and drop some damage, and I'm actually done with this guy already. Great! It's really great. We're doing good. Doing really, really good in my opinion. So I wish I would already know if I get an energy artifact or not, because if I would get an energy artifact, the demon form would be way to go. So let's have a look at this strategy so far. This is not much of a strategy than overall a lot of deck manipulation and some spells to kill off things. Some strength to pump up my attacks. So this build is actually a bit generalistic at this point. Let's put it like that. So Berserk, I feel like Berserk is a good thing for a generalistic build. Impervious is always a nice thing to have, obviously. I think I'm gonna go for the Impervious though, because burst damage is a thing in this game. A really, really big thing. Okay. That's a tough one. I mean, I don't have too many cost-intensive spells here in my build, so picking up the Philosopher's Stone is not a must-have. Black Star is useful, especially in the Ascension modes. You will face a lot more elites. Elites spawn more often, and they're deadlier, and getting better rewards from it is always a nice thing to have. Or I think I'm gonna go for this thing, because right now I feel like I'm lacking a lot in this build. So let's have a look at all the options I have. I like to browse it a little before going for some deeper decisions. So there's a lot of common cards at my disposal. I certainly want to have Battle Trance, because this is such a good spell. It doesn't hurt having it a second time. Headbutt, also a very, very useful attack. Having it a second time is really great. Bludgeon. I'm really tempted to pick up a Bludgeon, to be quite honest. It's a good thing. Second Wind. I want to have Second Wind. It's good to get rid of conditions. Clash. Yes, let's go for the Bludgeon. I rarely play this card, but I feel like it's a good thing. Most of the time I will be dropping it off my hand. But... So, is there anything which would make Corruption a good idea? Not yet. Gonna go for a Body Slam. Body Slam is never bad. Okay. So, we're hitting the city. And... let's look at the way we're going here. I could cut any elites when I go this way. I could as well if I go this way. I want to go that way. I think I'm not gonna finish Act 2 in this video, but I certainly feel like I want to go at least for the next shop or something like that. So here comes the Bludgeon. This guy doesn't want to hurt me in this turn, and that's why I wanted to have this spell. It's really powerful when somebody is busy defending himself or something like that. When I can invest all my energy into one big fat blow. I don't think that's gonna happen again, but I have energy potions. And I'm actually interested in blowing down this guy at once with one of those potions. Let's do that. This is such a nasty dude. If you let him, he does a lot of damage to you. So, I don't want to have any of these. I mean, maybe a second cleave? Do I want to have a second cleave? I mean, it's my only AoE damage. Yes. Yes. Definitely want to have a second cleave. Ooh. Ooh. So this is getting interesting. I want to have this. Jax is fun. Especially considering how I roll with this character here. So, seeing red is a nice thing to have. But I'd really like to get rid of one of my cards as well. But one thing's for sure, I want to have this Flame Barrier. I lack defensive spells, and that's a good one. So, I feel like removing something out of my build is a lot more valuable than adding something into it right now. Okay, let's go. So, what's it gonna be? I feel like it's a good way to go like this. Flame Barrier hurts him because his shield drops when he attacks. Works pretty well against this guy. Okay. The average damage of this crap dude is pretty high. Barely breaking the shell, but it's okay. Starting to break the shell is part of the process. So, I want to do an offering here. This whole situation is really getting displeaseful. So we're gonna flex. Now we have a lot of damage at our disposal here. And still not much to block with, so I'm gonna pick up a Battle Trance and the Flex next turn. That's why I love to have these headbutts. So yeah, I think I did a lot out of this offering spell, and I'm actually gonna Gonna use the block potion here too. Can I get rid of this dude? I mean, it's 25 damage I need to do. 22. Move this way for sure. Go. Finally, I shrug it off. Perfect. I like this spell. The library. Let's see if I can't pick up something which is really nice for my setup here. I could pick up something to exhume exhaust spells. More or less an interesting option. Carnage. Nope. I'm gonna go for a common spell here. What a pity, eh? Do I want to upgrade something? I think Impervious was... No, just upgraded the block amount. Whoopsie. So I don't feel like I really need to upgrade something. So let's just rest up and be ready. I'm gonna skip out on as many elite combats here as possible. Okay, so the buffer and the fighter. These are 23 damage coming up hard. I'm gonna bash this guy and put up the vulnerability and eat some damage. Because I can't avoid getting damaged by these guys anyways, so... Might as well take some profit and kill this guy next turn. Great. Bringing down the Mystic quickly is really good. I'm gonna drop this. And I think I'm gonna go for the Offering again, because I feel like I can do so much more damage this turn. With Offering, that is. It's always important to pull off any other card draw effects you want to have when you do Battle Trance before you do Battle Trance. So... I don't have anything better than that. I'm a bit disappointed about what I was able to do with this turn, but it's okay. So that's 21 damage coming up. Yeah, let's do some jacks. It's great. Bringing up my strength. Flame barrier is always a nice thing if the enemy comes up with multiple attacks. So, what do I want to have? I want to pick another Battle Trance for sure. It's 2 damage coming through the armor. Can totally live with that. Okay. So that should be enough to kill off this guy. Great. An uppercut. Pummel is a good spell for a build like mine here. And I'm gonna pick up this one here too. I'm gonna do the next chest and then cut the clip there. Because I want to take a short break. So that's 12 damage coming up from these two guys. I have the 10 block already, so I'm gonna defend myself a little here. And do this combo. I want to get rid of the cultist first, because he grows with the ritual every turn. So it's a good thing to get rid of this guy first. Always feel like that. I'm gonna go for a shrug it off here. And bash this guy. I could have went for cleave headbutt too. But I think next turn I can kill off this guy quickly. Or I thought I was able to. Wow, okay. So we're gonna prepare for the next strike again. Okay. Battle Trance this. Oh, Bludgeon. So just as I expected, Bludgeon is something I can't use as often as I want to. I think Cleave is good, and let's Pummel afterwards. And I will get 10 block out of these, so I'll get 14 damage. Casting Defend is not useful at this point, because this thing gives me 6 block. This is only 5, so... I think punching this guy is the best thing I can do right now. And the rest is accepting the pain. Wow. What a useless thing to do, because it doesn't deal any damage this turn to me. Oh, hello, Impervious. Let's just shrug off this damage. I think this is a good spot to use the energy potion, because I'm really taking too much damage at this point for my taste. I want to shrug it off. And I really want to get rid of this guy. Ooh, there we go. 40 damage. I'm so happy that I did this, because I didn't have enough attacks this turn on my hand. So I'm not going to pick up any of these. Let's take that. And that's a nice one to have. And we're going to cut the clip here. Thanks for watching so far. I hope in the next part we're going to be able to bring down the champ. Certainly interesting run so far. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.